Okay, so can you guys hear me now? Everyone, like Coca, can you hear me? Can you also see my video? Oh, okay. So I mean, we're in a country where internet connection is such a big issue, and we're all battling with it, right? Nobody is exempted. Even the richest people I know have to use 3, 4. Please, can you mute your mic? I don't know whether it's, I'm hearing this background noise, if you can. So, you know, the thing is we're all battling with so many things in this country. I mean, top on the list is internet connection, but I mean, we'll get there. We'll be able to get to that point where hopefully we can do better in this country. I mean, we've spent so many years in the same spot. I think something just has to give. Anyway, so good evening, everybody. I'm very, very excited to be here this evening. I'm very excited. I mean, like, you know, today is a much awaited day, and I see a lot of people already signed in, you know, ready to take in, you know, whatever I have to offer this evening. And I promise you that it's going to be one of your best engagements in the new year, right? So without further ado, I'm just going to go straight. So I have a slide I'm going to be sharing, and just as Olumiwa said, our head of student engagement, we're muting everybody so that we can keep things very clean and clear, so that no one is distracted and whatnot. So, but if you have a question, don't wait till the end, because you might just forget the question. So all you have to do is just to type out your question in the comment section, and then one of our staff, I think Susan, will read out all your questions. Every questions asked tonight, trust me, we're going to give you expert answers that would really do justice, you know, to whatever concerns you have. So I'm going to be sharing my screen now, and then we'll take it from there. So 1 second while I share my screen, guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Coca, can you confirm, or maybe Susan, anyone, can you confirm that you can see my full screen?
Yes, sir, we can see it.
Awesome, awesome. So I imagine that everybody else is seeing the screen. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about a very important topic, a topic that I think everybody here is already familiar with, you know, which is monetize on FCube, Fiverr, and Upwork in 2022. So we have a program, you know, we have a boot camp coming up in February, and instead of just unleashing the boot camp on you guys, we decided to give you a taster. You know, it's like when you're buying suya on the roadside, that is, because, you know, these days where I buy suya, they don't give me taste, and I'm wondering why. So, but if you buy it from the regular roadside, you know, the suya man, without prompting, normally gives you a taste of the suya before, I mean, you are prompted to buy, or you're motivated or persuaded to buy, you know, whatever amount of suya, you know, you want to buy. And some people taste the suya and they're like, whoa, this is really interesting. Maybe they plan to buy 500 and then they just decide to buy 8,000. So that's the model we're using here. This is not the main boot camp, but this is a taster. So we want to give you an insider, how do I put it now? It's like Amazon. Amazon, you want to buy a book on Amazon, some authors allow you to look inside. So maybe you can see the table of contents, so maybe you can see the preface, so maybe you can see the introduction, maybe you can see a chapter of the book. And by the time you take a look at all of those things and you're like, whoa, this is a gem. There's a lot for me to learn here. Then you can take out money and buy the entire book. So that's what this is about. So I thought I needed to tell you in advance. So this is not the main boot camp. The boot camp is a 6-week long. I mean, if you're trying to monetize on these 3 platforms, FCube is our company, you know, Fiverr, you know, Upwork. If you're trying to monetize on these 3 platforms, definitely we can't do it in one night. I'm sure you guys agree, except we want to deceive you and just give you some backdoor stuff that will not really help you. So it's an intensive 6 weeks boot camp where we will be able to achieve all we promise. So tonight is just a taster. And my name is Benga Richmond, which I assume some of you already know. And I'm many things, but I try to capture all of that in 3 things. So first, I'm a YALI fellow. So for some of you who know about YALI, which stands for Young African Leaders Initiative. So YALI is this program by President Obama. I think he kicked it off in 2014 while he was still the president of the United States to try and empower Africans on the continent. So his concept or his idea or his vision was that, Americans cannot solve Africa's problem. Britons cannot solve Africa's problem. Canadians cannot solve Africa's problems. So in his own wisdom, he felt that the only people who can solve Africa's problems are Africans themselves. And so he started a program to empower young, vibrant leaders on the continent. And I was among those who were chosen for the program. I went in and then, I became a fellow. So that's the story around being a fellow. And I'm also a digital entrepreneur. What I mean by that is 90%, if not 95% of my businesses right now, are businesses I can monitor from my smartphone. So I don't believe the world, money has moved online, right? Money has changed location. There was a time that money was in 9-to-5 companies like Shell and Mobil and Chevron, and then after that, money moved to telecom companies like MTN and Glo and what have you. And then now money has moved online. So if you want to earn in 2022 and you're not thinking about how to monetize online, then you're on a long term. So I'm a digital entrepreneur, so I live what I preach. I think 95% of my businesses, I monitor them from my smartphone, and that's where the world is going. The world now gives digital money, okay? So, and then finally, I'm a freelance coach. Before now, in trainings I did last year, I used to refer to myself as a freelance copywriter. And the reason why I called myself a copywriter was that was how I monetized on Fiverr and then Upwork. So I'll be telling you more about it as we move along. But now, this year, I've changed that title from coach and from copywriter to coach, because now I want to try and replicate my success in as many people as possible. Somebody has to come forward and help others to monetize. So I decided to do that with my very wonderful team, and some of them have already introduced themselves to you tonight. Without further ado, let's proceed in this webinar tonight. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about tonight is, where am I even coming from? What's my story? There is, some people say that there's no, what they call it, there's no pain, and there's no gain without pain, and that there's a story behind every glory. And that's true. And the reason why I want to share my story is so that 1 or 2 or 3 people in this meeting will identify with where I started from. When Coca was introducing me tonight, he said, I'm a freelance millionaire. Yeah, I am, but that's not where I started. So let's go back to the basics. How did I start from? Where did I start from? And why that is important for you is, so that you can realize that, come on, where I started from was so down there that probably anyone in this room is even better off than me. So if I can do it, then definitely you can. So how did my story start? My story is very long, but I'll keep it brief. I think it was in high school that I found out that I had the skill of writing. And the way I found out was a very dramatic way. By the way, I wrote a book. It's called The Greener Pastures Movement, where I went deeper into the story of how I discovered I was a writer, or I had a calling in writing, or that writing was going to really be a core part of my life. So, but it was in high school, what you call secondary school. And I had an encounter with my principal. The principal was about to, what's the word they use? Was about to, not suspend, it was expel. my principal was about to expel me in SS2. In fact, just weeks to, is it SS2 or even SS3? Anyways, I don't remember. So it was about to expel me, and if he did that, that means I would not have graduated. I won't be able to take the WAEC, and whatnot. And my dad was a strict disciplinarian, so maybe he would have even cut off my head. So I was at that point. So imagine that point in my life where I was this close to being expelled. And it wasn't just me, it was me and three other of my friends. So, and the only way out, I'm just trying to shorten it. The book, which I'll give to you at some point for free, would give you more details. But for now, let me just make it as brief as possible. So where the only way we could engage him was to write an apology letter. And we wrote it, and somebody helped us to drop it on his table. And we were called, I think, 2 hours later for Judgment Day. So we got there thinking the worst. And then he said, "Who wrote this letter?" And then my friends quickly pointed to me. He did Oizimo. And he was like, "Okay, so are you sure you wrote this letter?" Me, myself, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know whether to lie, because maybe I'd said something in the letter that was going to crucify me or something. So I just said, yeah. I was shaking when I said, yes, I did. And he was like, when he read my letter, for the first time in history in that school, he decided to have a rethink. When you offend the principal and he makes a declaration on you, it's either you're suspended or expelled. In more cases, you are expelled than even suspended. So, but when he said, he took a quick look at a glance at that letter, and he was like, "Whoa, you mean the person I want to expel wrote this letter?" So he said, I mean, if you could write this good at SS2, using words like tender justice with mercy when you're not a lawyer, then I think I'm going to grant you pardon. So that was the first time I heard the statement that everybody experiences 5 minutes of madness. So he pardoned us on the premise that we were only just experiencing our 5 minutes of madness. That was why we disturbed the peace of the school, and that he was going to, for the first time in history, pardon us without expulsion, without suspension. And we went from people billed for expulsion to heroes. So I spent the remaining months, I think, in high school and secondary school being a hero. So, and I felt that this writing saved my life, because you could say it didn't literally save my life, but it did, because maybe I would have been a miscreant or a bus conductor today if I got cut off from education at that point. Anyway, that was the first time I knew that I could write, and that writing actually saved my life. So after that, I started to hone the skill. Every exam I would do, from WAEC to JAM to anything, my best course were in English. In fact, the YALI program I went for, it was because of the strength of my essay that I was appointed, or I was one of the people selected to be fellows. So anyways, despite all that, you would think that I should have it easy with success. I mean, a guy that writing saved from school, a guy who got into YALI by the strength of his essay. I mean, I'm supposed to have it good, right? But I didn't. From the year 2010 to 2017, a period of 7 years, I suffered with my writing craft. I would write proposals to get grants. I didn't get any. I would help people write business plans. They paid me peanuts. I wrote books, published books. In fact, my earnings from the YALI program, which they paid us in dollars, I converted it, used it to publish 1,000 copies of a book I thought was the best thing to happen since sliced bread to Nigerians. They refused to read. I even gave them free. I went to church. I gave the members of my church, for free. They didn't read it. So they didn't read, talk less of pay me for, the creative work I did with the book. And my money went down the drain, right? If I knew, I should have used that money to buy something more, Anyways, so for 7 straight, 8 years now, because from 2010 to 2017, for 8 straight years, I struggled as a writer, and majority of that story is captured in my book. So if you stay with us, on this journey, at some point, I'm going to give you the book for free. It's 5,000 naira, but I normally feel like, why stop a lot of people from reading my story? It's very inspiring. It makes people to realize that their situation is actually better than mine. So why deny people that joy of finding out that, or finding hope through my book? So I decided to make that book free. Even though I sell it 5,000, I stopped selling, and I just decided, okay, this book will come to me free. So at some point you have access to that. Now, it wasn't until 2018, January 2018, that I read an article. So practically from 2010 to 2018, I wasn't really monetizing my skill. You know, the topic today is how to monetize, right? So I wasn't monetizing my writing skill for like 8 years, 2010 to 2017, until January 2018, when I found out an article. It was like January like this, when you're like, okay, now we're in a new year, so what do we do next? What can we do to make money legitimately? So I stumbled on this article online, and it was a story of this guy who was so frustrated. He was a marketer on the streets of Lagos, and he wasn't really, they weren't paying them salaries, they were paying them commissions, and the products they were selling were so fake, not a lot of people were buying. So it was a terrible situation for them and for him. And he stumbled on he stumbled on an article, he read it, he acted on it, and in just 1 year, he was able to buy a house. And no, he was able to build a house, and then he bought 2 cars. And he was showing the pictures in the article, and I was like, whoa, this is interesting. But his own skill was audio production. So the first question I asked myself when I saw the article was, I hope writing, because he now mentioned Fiverr. He said Fiverr was a platform where he monetized. So my first question was, I hope writing is something you can monetize on Fiverr, because I mean, if I have to now start trying to learn audio production, I don't even have any interest or passion in audio production. So I just pray and hope that writing is something you can monetize on Fiverr as well. So, and thank goodness, when I researched Fiverr, I found out that writers were well paid, and writing was a service that was in demand on Fiverr. So I think I set up my seller profile on Fiverr. That was, I think January 29th, I set up that seller profile. And by February 3rd, is it 3rd now, 5th? It's been 4 years, so pardon me if I don't know the actual date. So I think February 5th, I got my first gig on Fiverr, and guess what? The gig was a $5 gig. So I felt, $5, awesome. And although I was able to finish the content writing in 5 minutes, it was to write an about us session of a blog, and I was able to do it in 20 minutes. I got $5, and I got another $5 as tip, and that was the journey. So from those days of $5, so I think after about like 3 months, okay, so let me just show you some stuff. Let's take a look at some. So this is my days on Fiverr. So if you take a look, oops, I think I'm using the wrong, so guys, please pardon me. I might have to go and look for the right, this is not the right slide. 1 second while I fish it out, please. Excuse me. Because those stuffs are supposed to show very large. Not showing, supposed to show. So 1 second while I put that off, guys, please. So let's pray that this WhatsApp thing. Okay, so it's coming up. Okay, let me just go get the. Okay, I think this must be the latest one. Let me get it out for you guys. Okay, let's see. So let's see if this is the actual one. So let me just go straight to where we are now, and I'll confirm right away. Okay, great. So this is the updated one. Thank you guys for cooperating. So now we have, these were my days on Fiverr, and you can see my picture. I think I look bigger now. I'm even growing a pot belly now, but then I was very slim and trim. So I was referred to as world famous on Fiverr, grandmaster of the written word. You can see from Nigeria. And then these were some of the gigs I was doing. I would create super articles and blog posts. I was charging $50. I will proofread, edit, and rewrite your content. I was charging $120 for that. I will creatively ghostwrite your books and ebooks. I was charging $150 for that. So, but if you take a look, you will see that I eventually paused my gigs because I moved from Fiverr to Upwork. So I was on Fiverr for a period of like 3 months, and you can see my earnings about 1,500. So I was doing from that $5 gig I got from that lady and got another $5 tip. Before that month ended, I was able to amass $500. So $30 here, $50 here, $70 there. I think I was just happy. I was just happy to earn. I wasn't even calculating how much it was adding up to. So it was my accountant wife who, towards the end of that, February, she was like, "Look, it's like you hit $500 or 500 and something dollars." So I didn't believe it because the money was coming in. I do this content, $30. I do this one, $50. I do this one, $70. So when I added everything up at the end of 1 month, that's in February when I started, I think I hit $500. Okay, so the dollar was not up to what we have now. I think the dollar was about 350, I guess, 350 or 3 something. So at least I was getting up to 200,000 when I converted back then. And it was really awesome. I could not believe my eyes. I couldn't believe it that I could stay indoors. Recall that for a period of 8 years, I was trying to monetize because I was trying to engage clients in Nigeria. And I could not really get any serious thing out of my writing craft. And then just 1 month, engaging with clients in the US, in the UK, I think in China and the likes, I was able to make 200,000 and I didn't have to publish any book. I didn't have to travel or commute to work. I just stayed in the corner of my room with my laptop and with a determination to succeed. And I made 200,000 in my first month of engagement. That was new for me. It was unbelievable. I had to pinch myself many times. Like, is this real? Is this me? So for the first time, I started to monetize as a writer. So, and I was here for three months thereabout. And now, when you start getting comfortable with money, you want more. So, I wanted more. So I moved from Fiverr to Upwork. So after about like 3 months, and my first gig on Upwork was, instead of $5, it was $200. My very first gig on Upwork was $200. But that move from Fiverr to Upwork, so that you need to take something out from this story. That move from Fiverr to Upwork happened because of a mentor. Now, there was this guy, some of you might have heard about him. His name is Danny McGulis. He's an American. And I stumbled on another article. In fact, articles have helped me a lot in my freelance journey. I stumbled on another article because even though I was earning about 200K per month on Fiverr, there's this yearning for more. And that's something you must have. No matter how much you eventually start earning on Fiverr and Upwork and anywhere else, always keep trying to earn more. Always keep pushing, keep trying to do more, right? So that you can, don't get to any point and feel that, oh, I've arrived. No, just keep. So that thing in me kept telling me there is more, there's more than Fiverr, there is more out there. So, and then I stumbled on this article by Danny McGulis. He's an American. And he said something along the lines of, and I was doing content writing. I didn't start as a copywriter. I was doing content writing. It was like, if you start as a content writer, it's good, but you should come up to become a copywriter. So, and he had this course that he was doing for, I think, about $1,000. I had to save up and pay for that course. I think it's called the Secret of a Six-Figure Upworker. So I signed up for that course for $1,000. Imagine me that at the time I started, I didn't even have 500 Naira anyway. I started paying for a course worth $1,000. That was really major for me, right? So, and something just told me that this guy was going to take me to the next level. And also, he said, if you are a copywriter or a freelancer and you're not on Upwork, you need to up your game. So I also signed up on Upwork. And after all of this, I was able to get my first gig. My first gig was $200, which was about, I think then dollar had moved to 400 to $1, 400 Naira to $1. So I was able to do, I was able to do it in 24 hours. So I made about 80,000 in one day. And back in 2018, 80,000 was a lot of money. People didn't earn that, even graduates didn't earn that in a month. And I was earning it in a day. And that was really amazing. So now, this is my profile on Upwork. You can see that I've done more than $50,000 in just 4 years. I think, in fact, I think this 50,000, a large chunk of this $50,000 was earned in 1 year. And that was the Corona year of 2020. I can never forget that year. When a lot of people were losing their jobs, when a lot of people were, getting fired, getting their salaries cut in half, 2020 was the best year of my life to date. Because, I think because a lot of the workers in the US were getting sick and they were getting used to remote work. They were used to clocking in to do 9 to 5. So a lot of jobs were just coming up and down for me to do in 2020. And I think I made $40,000 in 2020. So the rest is the other year. So I think my main success year was 2020, when it was supposed to be the worst year. It was the best year for me financially. So anyway, that's that for that. So let's move on. So enough about me. Let's talk about you now. Every adventure or every venture has a goal. So tonight, let's quickly consider what the goal of tonight is. What will you learn today? Let's review it together. So number one, you are going to learn what freelancing is. I know some of you have an idea of what freelancing is, but let's learn what it is. So tonight, at the end of this training, you'll be very, very sure about what freelancing is. Number two, on the heels of freelancing is affiliate marketing. I know some of you have heard of the word affiliate marketing, and affiliate marketing is becoming another force as great as freelancing. So if you combine the forces of freelancing and affiliate marketing in this year 2022, my brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I can tell you for free that you're going to make a lot of money this year. Combine the forces of freelancing and affiliate marketing this year, and you are in for a beautiful ride, financially speaking. So number three, I'm going to be talking to you about the top 3 skills, that will supercharge your income in 2022. I'm going to be telling you about the top 3 skills. Don't just learn skills, learn the ones that are on demand. Hear it from me that have a lot of experience as a freelancer. I'm going to be sharing with you the top 3 skills that will supercharge. It's not like other skills will not, but these top 3 skills are top of mind that will supercharge your income in 2022. Number 4, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 3 freelance platforms to position as a freelancer. Life is all about positioning. So we'll tell you how to position as a freelancer. Number 5, I'm going to show you how to earn $200,000 per month as an FCube student. So right now you are still our guest. By the time you become a student, we'll be showing you exactly how you can earn $200K per month, starting this January. And then number 6, I'm going to be showing you the main tools of your freelance trade. So a farmer that goes to the farm must go with his hoe, must go with his cutlass, must go with his farm clothing, maybe farm boots. So since this is not farming, since this is freelancing, I'm going to be telling you the main tools, the things you should have, if you want to do well as a freelancer. And number 7, I'm going to be showing you how to receive your earnings to your local bank. This is the part most people like. I mean, when I make money on Fiverr and on Upwork, how do I get that dollar into an account I can spend here in Nigeria? We're going to tell you all about it this evening. And then number 8, how to set up your Pioneer account. So I'm going to tell you what Pioneer is and how you can set it up. A freelancer without a Pioneer account is like a farmer without a hoe. So number 9, how to set up your Fiverr account, Number 10, how to set up your Upwork account. And that's about it, guys. So you can see that this night is loaded with a lot of nuggets, with a lot of learnings, for you tonight. So make sure that you take out all distractions and follow us to the end of this training. So the very first thing we're going to be talking about tonight is what exactly is freelancing.
Hello?
Hello?
You want to turn the gen off first.
Please, Nelson, can you mute your mic? And my co-host, please do the needful. So number 1, today's, the first thing we're going to be teaching today is what exactly is freelancing. So let's take a look. I have a definition that will interest you. So when you freelance, you use your skills. Look at the keywords. Use your skills and experience to work with multiple clients and take on various tasks without committing to a single employer. So if you agree with me, freelancing is the opposite of 9 to 5 because you're doing the opposite of what a 9 to 5 guy does. So you're using your skills, you're using your experience, and you're using it to work with multiple clients. 9 to 5 guys or your employers want you to work for only them. But with freelancing, you can work with multiple clients. And then you can take on various tasks without committing to a single employer. If you're 9 to 5, you must commit to a single employer. If you're a freelancer, you actually have to, you do not have to commit to a single employer. As a matter of fact, you are encouraged to have multiple employers. You know, if you take a look at my screenshot, the one I showed for Upwork, you know, currently now I'm in contract with 33 different companies scattered around any country that makes sense anywhere in the world. Yeah, from US to UK to China to Russia to Singapore, I have contracts with companies in those countries. 33, just imagine. So even if I lose contract from 10 out of that 33, I still have access to about 23 other companies. It's not like all these 33 people send me work every day, but at least I know that if I have contracts like a kind of like a retainership contract with 33 companies, I can go home. So that's that for that. So number 2, what is affiliate marketing? What is affiliate marketing? So affiliate marketing is a type of performance-based marketing in which a business rewards one or more affiliates for each customer brought by the affiliate's own marketing efforts. So affiliate marketing is one, mostly, though it can be any product, but the affiliate marketing that is making sense now is promoting digital products. So affiliate marketing is a type of performance-based marketing in which a business rewards one or more affiliates. So let's say there's a digital product that you have used or that you like or that you have checked their offer and you see that this will benefit a lot of people. And then you decide, right? You decide to promote that digital product to your friends, to your family, to your contact list. And then the vendor gives you a unique affiliate link. And then that customer or potential customer uses that link to pay for that product. You know, depending on the vendor, you will get a commission per sale. So that is affiliate marketing in summary. And why affiliate marketing is so beautiful is that you don't have to create the product. You don't have to stress yourself. Somebody else has done the hard work of creating the product. You just have to check whether the product is something a lot of people will need, and then find out whether the commission they are paying you is worth it. And then you promote it to your audience. And for everyone who pays through the affiliate link the vendor or the company gives you, you make a very, what's the word I want to use? You make a very good commission on every sale made. So number 3, what are the top 3 skills that will supercharge your income in 2022? Please listen attentively. Listen attentively to this. The top 3 skills that will supercharge your income in 2022 is 1, copywriting. Now, and why copywriting? Copywriting, in simple terms, is using text or using written word to convert or to persuade, to convince, and to convert a potential customer. So now if you go on Jumia, you see all kinds of written words trying to get you to buy stuff. That concept of Black Friday, hey, Black Friday in December that we could not rest, it's copywriters that came up with the term Black Friday, that in this Black Friday, you can get the lowest, you can get a product at the lowest price ever. That's copywriting. So copywriting is just selling using written word. And you cannot just wake up and become a copywriter. It's a skill you must learn. So, and now that the world is going digital, now that money has relocated online, the people who get the money are those who can convince people online to buy their product or service. And that's why people are looking for copywriters every day that can help them promote, that can help promote their products, that can persuade online customers to buy their products. I don't want to go too much. I mean, this is my specialty, so I'm getting ahead of myself. So copywriting is selling using written words. And if you can learn that skill, my brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you can never go hungry, because people are always looking for copywriters who can help them sell their products online. This is number 1 skill you must learn this year. In fact, I wish I could grab you and say, do nothing until you have learned copywriting this year. Okay, so let's look at the number 2 skill that will supercharge your income in 2022. So, and that is graphics design. I know some of you are surprised that graphic design care. Is it not that logo? Maybe I know one graphic design in Computer Village that charge 2,000 for logo. Okay, keep thinking like that, but I will share a simple story with you. So I met this guy. His name is Kingsley, and we were interviewing for a position in FCube. We met him, and by the time we finished interviewing, we knew that guy, this is not somebody who can pay. This guy is doing well because, and when he sent a screenshot of his earnings on Fiverr, this guy had made 18 million naira on Fiverr. So we're like, how much do you want to pay him that will make him stay? So, and guess how he made 18 million? Get what skill he made 18 million with? Graphics design. Graphics design. He was designing logos, designing posters, designing flyers, but he was very strategic about it. From the interview I had with him, it was creating a portfolio. It wasn't just designing logos. He was presenting himself as a branding person. So when he's coming to you as a company, he tells you, don't let me just design logo for you. Let me create a full branding collateral, a full branding asset for your company. So when he takes contracts from Fiverr clients, from one client, he will design logo, he will design letterhead, he will design the design that should go on what's it called, envelopes. In fact, it will design brochure. It will design so many things in one, and maybe one client can give him up to $500. So I think that's the way he strategized on Fiverr. And this guy made 18 million as a graphic designer. The good news, which I'm always happy to share now, is that just this January, we're able to sign him on as a part of the FCube team. So now he's the head of branding at FCube. It wasn't an easy win, but we did our best. God helped us, and we're able to bring him in as our head of branding. And as we brought him as an head of branding, he's also our Fiverr coach. So for those who sign up for our Fiverr, for our bootcamp, when we get to the Fiverr part, imagine who's going to be teaching you. It's going to be Coach Kingsley, who has made 18 million. He's the guy that's going to teach you graphic design. He's the guy that's going to teach you how to position and monetize on Fiverr. I do not claim to be a Fiverr coach because I was just there 3 months and I moved to Upwork. So, but Kingsley is your Fiverr coach because this guy has been there since 2015 and there's nothing to know on Fiverr that he doesn't know. So, second skill to learn to supercharge your earnings or income in 2022 is graphic design. The third one is affiliate marketing. So you can see up there, I've already designed what affiliate marketing is. You must learn the skill of helping other people sell their products. When they create the product and you see that this product is going to sell, you know that this product, if you introduce it, a lot of people are going to be interested. Please get the skill of how you can help them resell these products, how you can introduce this product to your friends, family, and contact list, and even anyone who needs it and make good money. I have met affiliate marketers not this year because this is New Year, last year, that were doing amazing. One guy made 10 million in 90 days as an affiliate marketer, and he still won a car worth 2.5 million and an all expense paid trip to Egypt. Another guy I was talking to yesterday has made about 5 million as an affiliate marketer. Even you, if you can recall, you might have been hearing stories of affiliate marketers doing it well now. And the truth of the matter is that if you combine these 3 skills, copywriting, graphics design, and affiliate marketing, you will make a lot of money this year, as long as you are being guided by the right coach, right? So that you know how to use. They are all weapons. So you need somebody to guide you on how to use this weapon to aim at your target this year. Anyways, let's keep going. So the number, okay, sorry. I think I need to go back. I don't know why this thing is blocking. Let me move this. Yeah. So the number 14 we are taking a look at tonight is the top 3 freelance platforms to position as a freelancer. So you're a freelancer. So you have learned some skills, maybe copywriting, maybe graphic design, maybe affiliate marketing. So how do you position yourself so that you can earn in dollars? So let's take a look at the 3 platforms where you need to be on. Number 1 platform you need to be on, ladies and gentlemen, is Fiverr.com. So if you already have a Fiverr account, congratulations to you. If you don't have, that's something you need to get this January. You need to have an Upwork, because Upwork is my favorite. That's why I keep calling Upwork. So, and by the way, like I said, as I'm going on, if you have questions, please and please and please and please start typing your questions, because immediately we'll finish, we'll start going through the questions. As soon as I finish, we are not going to tell you to unmute your mic and ask your questions. We are only going to attend to the questions that are on the comment section. So in the chat section, start typing your questions. In the chat section, start typing your questions. Let me repeat. In the chat section, start typing your questions. That is the only place we're going to look at when it's time for questions and answers. So as you're listening on one side, if you have any question, before you forget it, type it out. Okay. Whose mic on? I'm hearing this background noise. Co-host, please help me fix it. So the top 3 freelance platforms to position as a freelancer, number 1 is Fiverr.com. Number 2 is Upwork.com, which is my favorite. And number 3 is LinkedIn.com. A lot of people do not know that you can make a lot of money on LinkedIn. In fact, I did not know until I made my first money on LinkedIn. I think the first money I made on LinkedIn was $250. But after that, I didn't take it too seriously because I think I was already too busy on Upwork. But I have this friend, I have this colleague who is also a copywriter. He does not want to, she does not want to have anything to do with Fiverr. She doesn't want to have anything to do with Upwork. She just focused all her energy on LinkedIn. And she did something really amazing in 2021. By December 2021, she had made $100,000. She had made, in 1 year, she made $100,000 entirely on LinkedIn. $100,000 is at December, we're talking about 57 million. So the first thing she did was to take herself on vacation to Maldives. I hope I called that right. She went to Maldives, she traveled out for vacation. So like, for me to have earned this much, I think I deserve a vacation. So she took herself out. She's a very good friend of mine. We still discussed even last week. So these are the 3 platforms. These are the 3 platforms. For me, even though I started 3 months on Fiverr, where I really made most of my money was Upwork. For someone like my friend, I don't want to mention her name, she never had anything to do with Fiverr and Upwork, or where she made all her money is LinkedIn. The reason why I'm giving you these 3 sites is not so that you can go and start hustling on the 3 sites. Why it's good to have accounts on these 3 sites? Your success, your success might come on Fiverr, like Kinsley. Your success might come on Upwork, like myself. Your success, real as in the main success, not that you won't make money on the other platforms, because like me now, I've made money on these 3 platforms. I've made money on Fiverr, Upwork, and LinkedIn. But where have I made the most money? Upwork. So Kinsley has made the most money on Fiverr. This lady, her name is Chima, by the way. Chima has made the most money on LinkedIn. So you don't necessarily have to make all your money from these 3 platforms, but set up on these 3 platforms because you don't know where your success will come from. I think enough has been said on that. So number 5, how to earn 200K per month as an FCube student. Okay, so this year we're doing something crazy. Throughout last year, we decided to make all the money and keep it to ourselves. So, and I think last year we did 10 million. Our revenue last year was 10 million naira from, our starting, and we are just a year old in FCube anyway. We became a year old October last year. So in 1 year, we hit 10 million naira in revenue from students, but we did not share it down with any student. So this year, we decided, okay, let's do something different. Let's share some of these profits. So how do you make 200,000 per month? We're going to start cohort 5 in February. And if you become a student of that cohort 5, you automatically qualify to promote the product to your friends, family, and contact list. And we have a formula that we use to promote, that you can use, to promote the product. Now, the cost is 50K. The bootcamp in February is 50,000. So if you promote and we are giving you as high as 40%. So if you promote the 50K bootcamp to one person and the person uses we are going to give you a unique affiliate link. That affiliate link is your checkbook with us in FCube. So if you use that affiliate link to promote this product to anyone in your contact list, your friends, your family, on your Facebook, Instagram, wherever, and they use that affiliate link to pay for our program, you are going to be earning 20,000 per student that pays. So, and we came up with a formula of how you can make like 10 sales every month. So if you're earning 20,000 per student you refer to, and you can make 10 sales in a month, then you've made 200,000. So we do all of this in our school. We just created a school called Affiliate Marketing School. So in the Affiliate Marketing School, you can sign up and earn 200,000. And Affiliate Marketing School is part of our boot camp, which we call 10x Your Freelance Bootcamp, which you are having a taster of now. I hope that makes sense. So you can earn 200K per month through our Affiliate Marketing School. So number 6, or is that all? Okay, number 6, the main tools of your freelance trade. So as a freelancer, what are the tools you need to have? Very important. Listen very attentively. Like I said the farmer needs to have a hoe. Well, when I mean a farmer, I'm talking about the crude, traditional local farmer. The local farmer needs to have a hoe, a cutlass, and what have you. So as a freelancer, what are the tools you need for your freelance trade? Guys, listen to the tools. Someone's mic is on, please. Co-host, help me mute these people. So the main tool of a freelance trade, number 1 is you need a smartphone or a laptop. So a lot of students ask me, can I succeed as a freelancer with a smartphone, or I have to have a laptop? And my answer remains the same. You can succeed, well, maybe the word is not succeed. You can start as a freelancer with your smartphone, but if you're looking for big success, you have to save up and buy a laptop. So that's what I'll say. If all you have is a smartphone, you can start. And the most important thing in any endeavor is to start. When you start making money, you can save up, you can call up your uncle, you can do anything, get a laptop, and then you can be on your way to success. So smartphones are not ideal for freelancing, but they are usable. You can use a smartphone to start, and then you use a laptop to really succeed as a freelancer. So these are the tools you need. Number 2, you need, of course, internet connection. And you know that in this part of the country, internet connection is a big deal. A lot of people struggle with internet. Even me, just truly, I struggle with internet. Despite that, I'm able to afford any kind of internet in this country. I still struggle. So just have some form of internet connection. Number 3, I call it APS. It's called alternative power supply. We all know that PHCN cannot sort you out. Maybe a client wants you to have an interview with them, and while you are on that interview, PHCN can just take light. So find like an alternative power solution. An example can be your generator, and make sure you're not using a generator that will fail you too. Get a generator that can really, if you don't have a generator, there are different things you can use. You can use there are power banks now for laptops. There are power banks for your smartphone, and then they have started creating power banks for laptops. So I beg you in the name of God. I'm going to say more than that. So number 4 is workspace. So when I say workspace, you don't need an office. Just find a place in the corner. When I started freelancing, I was staying in a room, but I still find a way of clearing one small space where I could put a table and a desk, and that was my workspace. So when I'm saying workspace, don't go and be thinking of anything too crazy. The most important thing is place your internet enabled laptop or even your smartphone and get to work. So you need a workspace. Number 5, you need a Pioneer account. So this word Pioneer is coming a second time. Without a Pioneer account, you are still joking as a freelancer. Okay, so number 6, you need a Fiverr account. Of course, if you want to monetize on Fiverr, you must have a Fiverr account, right? Then number 7, you need an Upwork account. Of course, of course, you need an Upwork account. So, and then That's about it. So these are the 7 things you need as the main tools of your freelance trade: smartphone or laptop, LinkedIn account. So number 7, how to receive your earnings to your local bank. So at the point where you start making money, then your next concern is, this money I'm making in dollars, how can I convert it into my local bank account? So how do you do that? Pioneer is coming for the third time. So that is where Pioneer comes. You need a Pioneer account before you can receive your earnings on Fiverr and on Upwork. Of course, Upwork has a solution where they can help you convert your money from your Upwork wallet to your local bank directly, but the amount they will change it at, I think they do it at $3.50 to $1. So we are talking about 570 in today in the parallel market or in the black market, and somebody wants to one Upwork wants to exchange it for me at $3.50. That's a ripoff. So I think that's too low. So you need a Pioneer account so that you can get a better rate. All right. So, and that's that for that. So how do you set up your Pioneer account? So since this Pioneer account has been coming up 1, 2, 3, 4 times, how do you set up a Pioneer account? What's the answer? Refer to our 10x playbook. So now we are going to be giving you a playbook. This playbook is going to be a Google document that will contain links to videos you can watch to get some value. So the first thing you will find in that playbook when we make it available to you is a video you can watch to set up your Pioneer account. Now, anybody can set up a Pioneer account by just going to pioneer.com and trying it out. But we have had several students complain that they were not verified, they were not approved, they were not this, they were not that. So which means there's the right way to set up your Pioneer account and the wrong way. So if you want the right way to do it, we'll make the playbook available to you at the end of this training so that you can follow the video. The video contains step by step how you can set up your Pioneer account. So with this playbook, you're in good hands. Okay, so number 9, how to set up your Fiverr account. Okay, how do you do that? It's also saying refer to this 10x playbook. So this playbook we're going to give to you is going to contain a video that you're going to watch that will show you how to set up your Fiverr account step by step. You can also go to fiverr.com and set up your Fiverr account, no issues. But we have had complaints of people who set up their account and their account was rejected or suspended after a while or something, or they were never successful with the setup. So there is also a video, a professional video we're going to give to you that shows step by step, a video approved by Coach Kingsley that we're going to give you that will help you step by step how to set up your Fiverr account. All you need to do is listen to that video and make sure that you don't miss a step. If the thing says turn right, turn right. If the thing says shake your head, shake your head. Just do anything. If the thing says shake your head 3 times before you type. My brothers and sisters, please shake your head, because it's been done by somebody who knows how to set up a Fiverr account well. So just follow the instructions to the letter and you should be fine. So number 10, how to set up your Upwork account. Aha, this is the baba of all setups. Now, for some of you who have Upwork accounts or who have tried to open Upwork accounts before, you will realize that getting your Upwork account approved is so difficult. You can be trying to do it for 6 months without success. Some of you in the game, you know what I'm talking about. Some of you will say, what's this guy saying? But for those who are in the game, it's kind of like very difficult sometimes for you to set up your Upwork account. So very, very difficult for you to do. So we also have a video, that is in the playbook that you can watch. That's why it's saying refer to 10x playbook. So in this 10x playbook, there's a video you can watch. And this one is even more critical. Whatever, there's a lady in the video who's going to be telling you what to do. If the lady says, shake your head, shake it. If he says, someone saw 3 times. Someone saw 3 times before you type your name or type your email, please just do that. Make sure you do exactly what she tells you to do in that video and you should be fine. You'll be able to set up your Upwork account instantly. This service is something we charge 10,000 Naira for. We don't charge you for Pioneer account. We don't charge you for Fiverr account. But if you are trying to get your Upwork account set up in the academy, we charge 10,000 Naira. And because of Dimeji, the guy who introduced you to me, and me and Dimeji, we have an understanding. Because of that, we are going to give you access to this video for free. You're going to be able to set up your every account you're seeing here that we have said. Refer to playbook, refer to playbook. Don't worry. There's no gimmick. We are not coming to say come and pay for the playbook. The playbook will be given to you free of charge. So you'll be able to set up your Upwork account. So we are giving you a taster of what is to come when you pay for the bootcamp. And just make sure that you follow everything in the playbook and do what you're supposed to do to the letter. And then what else do we have? So now I have gifts for you tonight. We are coming to the end of this because everything you'll be doing is in the playbook, and we're going to give you access to the playbook. Okay. So we are coming gradually to the end of this webinar. So please start typing your questions like I said. We are not going to tell you to unmute your mic. No, we will not. Type your questions. Only the questions we find in the comment section we will attend to. And once Susan reads out the last set of questions, I'm out of here. So my gifts to you this evening, the very first gift I want to give you this evening is what? Gift one is my struggle to success ebook. Recall that in the beginning of this training, I started to talk about my success to struggle, the issues I had with my principal. I even did not add some ones. When I wanted to get married, I had issues with my in-laws because when they say, what do you do for a living? I said I was a writer. And they were like, writer, how can you, is writing how you're going to take care of our daughter? So that story too is in the book. There are so many struggles. In fact, when I went to Ghana for a book project where we made a lot of millions in Ghana, we used Kempinski, which is the most expensive hotel in the whole of Ghana. In fact, they charge in dollars. We were able to use the place for our book launch. I wrote a book and I invited somebody in. The whole story is also in the book. In fact, when you read that book, you'll be motivated, you'll be inspired. Every of our students who have read that book, I think that's even the reason why I stopped selling it. I decided to make it free. Every of my students who have read that book, number one, they just want to read a few chapters when they start, but they find out that they keep reading till they finish. Some people read and finish 3 a.m. And then when they reach out to me through GM, they tell me, this is your book, I could not drop it. I just kept reading. It inspired me. So it's because this book can inspire you, I decided to make it free. So, and that's my first gift to you tonight. Now, for this book, see how the book looks like. I don't know, do I have a copy nearby? So I have the physical copy somewhere. You know, where did I put you? Okay. Yeah, that's it. If you can see my screen, this is the physical copy, the greener pastures movement. So we are giving you the ebook for free. All right, that's my first gift to you tonight. We're like, Hakim is going to sell this book. He's going to sell this book. He's going to sell. And if I sell it, you will buy because you need it. So, but as a way of giving you a taste of the suya, you know, we're going to give you this book for free. So you're going to have access to this playbook for free. Now, let me tell you what you need to do. This playbook, the link to the playbook will be dropped in your email. It will be dropped in the Telegram group, you know, where some of you, but I know some of you could not make it to the Telegram group. I wonder why, but you will get it to your email. You know, you just watch out for your email. You're going to check the promotions tab, check everywhere. And I think you're going to get this book. Let me see. Coca, are you in the building? Coca? So when are they going to get this book? When are they going to get this playbook? I can't hear. Well, it's okay. It's like this is breaking. I don't know whether it's my internet. Can you try saying what you were trying to say before? When will it be ready? The playbook. Wow, I can no longer hear you. It's better now. It's better now. So, okay, right now, right? Okay, so why not? Why not? Why not? So just post just post the playbook. I think we even have a copy that contains all links. Can we also drop it here? Yeah. So there are very important links they need to have. Yeah, the ebook. I'm giving them this ebook, the playbook, and I think even access to the Telegram group for those who couldn't access it. I think we have some of these links in a copy that you can just drop on the comment section. Can you do that? Yeah, thank you. So just look at all those series of stuff we wanted to give them. Let's even start giving them live, even before they receive it to their email and all that. So, so you heard it from Coca. He has dropped the link to the playbook. He has dropped the link to the ebook. So just what I need you to do, guys, listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. What I need you to do with this playbook is there are, I think, about 5 modules there. You have between now and Friday next week to set up your Pioneer account. Make sure between now and Friday next week, you set up your Pioneer account, you set up your Fiverr account, you set up your Upwork account. When you set up these 3 accounts, don't do anything else except you are very confident you know what you are doing. Just set up the Pioneer account, set up your Fiverr account, set up your Upwork account. With this playbook, you should be able to do these 3. If you are having challenges, just come to the Telegram group dedicated to, this is our Telegram, we call it 10x. So I don't know, Coca, have you the link to the Telegram group for those who might not have that link? Coca? Okay. Yes, go ahead. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Okay, so just guys, that box for all these things. And the most important one, just make sure that you have access to that playbook, go through everything. You have between now and Friday next week to set up your Pioneer account, your Fiverr account, and your Upwork account. Once you do that, then you are ready for the next bootcamp. So we're going to be having another bootcamp on Saturday, next week Saturday. So it's at this bootcamp that I'm going to be exposing to you, our offer. So I'm even telling you ahead now. We're going to be making an offer to you on Saturday, next week Saturday. Make sure you do not miss it. So because if we can give you all this for free, just imagine. Okay, Coca, please mute your mic. Thank you. So if we can give you all this for free without charging you a dime, just imagine what we'll be willing to give you if you pay for our bootcamp. So, and if you think that you can succeed with this playbook, fine. Just take your chance. But if you want to have access to me, if you want to access to me for copywriting and Upwork, if you want to have access to Coach Kingsley for graphic design and Fiverr, if you want to have access to all the amazing things we have to offer you in the bootcamp, just make it a date with us on Saturday, and we are going to give you access. We're going to give you an offer you cannot refuse. So next steps. So what are the next steps now that you have the playbook and now that you have my ebook? Number 1, like I said, you have 7 days to perform the task on your playbook ahead of the next webinar coming up on Saturday, 15th January 2022. So we have a webinar coming up on 15th January, which is next Saturday. That's when we are going to tell you all about our projects or our bootcamp. We're going to make you an offer, and then you can decide to take it or leave it. So you have 7 days to perform the task. So we are imagining that between now and that Saturday, you have taken care of setting up your Pioneer. So that's your task for the week. Set up your Pioneer account, set up your Fiverr account, set up your Upwork account using the playbook we have given you, and then come for the webinar on the 15th. Number 2, join the 10x Telegram group if you haven't. So there's a 10x from Dimeji group we created, and Coca has posted the link to that Telegram group. Make sure you join it, because that's where we're going to be giving you more information about how you can proceed and monetize. Number 3, join our freelance community on Telegram at t.me. So if you just type t.me/FCube on your browser, it will take you to our channel, our main channel. We have over 1,200 people there. That's where we drop value every day to our audience. Just make sure you connect. And that's that. So at this point, I have come to the end of this training, and it's now time for questions and answers. So Susan, are you there? Susan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please do the needful, go to the questions. If you have questions, you can drop more, even though I've been sending it since morning. So we're going to take everyone's question now. Let me just take a water break, and then we start.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with the questions.
Okay, Ujunwa wants to know how to send winning proposals on Upwork. And she's also asking if you must attach documents.
Now that part you have to come next Saturday, because the boot camp we are about to start on February or in February. I don't know whether it's on or in now. the boot camp we are starting in February. We have winning proposal templates. We have one that I use personally to bid for jobs. And then last year, I think last year, December, or was it November, one of our students came up with another very powerful winning proposal. He was using it to get gigs on Upwork every day or every other day. And then he shared it. He did a full video, 2 hours. I told him to do a training for a student. I'm talking about cohort 4. So he did a 2-hour training for a student, for his colleagues. Sorry. He did a 2-hour training for his colleagues, showed them the secret of that winning proposal. And then they used that template. And I think over 15 to 20 people started getting jobs with that proposal. So both my own proposal template and his own proposal template, including the 2-hour teaching video for how you can use his own template, they are available when you join our bootcamp. So next week, Saturday, just make sure you're here. We'll give you information about how you can join the bootcamp. So you'll get that value there. So next question.
Okay, she's also asking if you must attach documents when sending proposal out on Upwork. Alyssa, did you get that?
Okay, so I wasn't hearing you. I think it was my internet. Can you? Yeah.
Okay, so Ujunwa is still asking, must you attach documents when sending proposals out on Upwork?
Okay, so anytime you are bidding for a job on Upwork, to strengthen your proposal, you need to attach samples of your previous work. So let's say a client wants you to help them write a blog post. It will make a whole lot of sense if you're attaching blog posts you have written before, or at least similar content you have written before, so that the client can check. You're not the only one applying for that job. So the client can check and make sure that you are the right fit for their job. So yes, a relevant sample should go with your proposals every time. Next question.
Okay, Gloria wants to know, Gloria says, how does one get a W8 BEN foreign status certificate? This is to enable one withdraw on Upwork.
I can't hear you well, I think.
Okay, so can you hear me now? Hello, sir.
Can you come again? Please come again.
Okay, Gloria is asking, how does one get a W8 BEN foreign status certification? She says this is to enable one withdraw on Upwork. Should I take it again, sir?
I'm still struggling. I don't know. I don't know. Is it my network or whose network?
Okay, I think it's your network. Okay. How does one get a W8 BEN foreign status certification? This is to enable one withdraw on Upwork. Gloria is asking.
Okay, I think I understand. There's something called a W8BN certificate that you have to get while you are setting up your profile. So in the academy, we show you exactly how, when you join the bootcamp, there's a way, and it's a very simple way anyway. I think it's just a simple case of just typing out your details, and then you will be able to scale that. So that's not a problem. In the bootcamp, those are stuff that we help our students do very easily. So we have videos to help you do that. I can't go too much into that this night. Next question.
Okay, Joseph is asking if Coach Kingsley, the Fiverr coach, also will coach on design.
Yeah, I can't hear her. Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, Joseph is asking, is the Fiverr coach, that's Coach Kingsley, also going to coach on design as well?
That's right. So Coach Kingsley is going to teach you the success hacks for Fiverr. Is also going to organize a masterclass on designing, on graphic design using Canva. So if you want to be a designer and you want to monetize on a platform like Fiverr, the main tool you're going to use is Canva. So, and he's going to do a masterclass on that will help you be able to monetize using. So he's teaching, we have design school, part of the bootcamp. In fact, we have many. We have in the bootcamp, we have copywriting school, we have freelance school, we have design school, we have affiliate marketing school. So Coach Kingsley is the one in charge of design school. He's going to teach you graphic design and how you can use it to monetize. It's also going to teach you success hacks how you can monetize. It's not just about having a Fiverr account. You need to learn tips and success hacks that can help you monetize on Fiverr. So Coach Kingsley is your plug for that. Next question.
Rachel is asking, how do you get someone to order your gig on Fiverr?
Come again, please. I didn't get the full.
How do you get someone to order your gig on Fiverr? Rachel is asking.
I want to be sure who's breaking. Is it me or you? So I think, I don't know. Is it me? But you're talking now and I'm hearing you now. Okay, come again with your question.
How do you get someone to order your gig on Fiverr? Rachel is asking.
Hello, come again. I can't hear you anymore or anyone.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Hello. I think I'm back now. Sorry, guys. I'm really internet. It's the country we find ourselves. So, Susan, are you there now?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Susan?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you, sir. Should I go ahead?
Wow.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, Joshua is asking, is the course going to free and access to the community? I think it's meant to say if the course is going to be free and access to the community too. Joshua is asking. Okay, so Rachel is also asking again, how do you get clients on Upwork as a Nigerian and a beginner?
All right. Good evening, guys. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much, Coca, for holding forth. So, okay, let's just continue. And I apologize to everyone. My network has been playing funny. So okay, so let's go on with the question.
Okay. Okay, to Rachel. So Rachel is asking, how do you get someone to order your gig on Fiverr?
Okay, so there's a whole lot that goes into that. Coach Kingsley will be in a better position to answer you, but this meeting has already stretched. So in our boot camp, for someone to have made 18 million on Fiverr, I'm sure he knows a thing or two. So we know we couldn't, there's nothing we can do to teach you everything in 1 day or in 2 hours, which is why we are setting up the bootcamp. So, by the time you come next Saturday, we'll tell you all about how you can be a part of the bootcamp. And we are starting February. So, and it's a great way to start the year, because you can monetize on Fiverr, Upwork, and even with us at FCube. So, Coach Kingsley is your plug, and you'll meet him at the bootcamp. For that, there's a whole lot you need to do to optimize your optimize your gigs so that you can be positioned where clients can reach out to you. So that's the secret sauce we treat at the bootcamp. Next question, please.
Okay, Joshua is asking, is the course going to be free and access to the community?
What a question. So if we just keep giving, if we come here and give you our playbook for free, give you our book for free, then our bootcamp too, we are giving it for free, then at what point do we get paid? How do we take care of FCube? How do we do anything else? So of course, we've given you so much value, and this bootcamp is going to be paid. So when you're coming on Saturday, come prepared, because we are going to offer you, we're going to give you an offer, and the offer is not free. Next question.
Okay, Rachel is asking, how do you get clients on Upwork as a Nigerian and a beginner?
Yeah, so all of that is captured in our 6 weeks bootcamp. We know that all these questions will come. We know that even if we spend 30 hours with you, we cannot answer all these questions. That is the reason for the bootcamp. The bootcamp, there's a reason why we set up a bootcamp, is to make sure that all these questions and more are responded to through proper, extensive, expert coaching. So, and for that, we charge for it. So just stay tuned for next Saturday when we'll review the offer. Next question.
Okay, Joan is saying, I have been on Upwork for 3 years and I haven't gotten a client ever. I have uploaded portfolio and implemented what I've learned in trainings. But it seems like when I chat with potential clients, they don't trust me enough to give me the job, as I don't have previous job done on Upwork. How do I navigate this challenge?
So for 3 years, you've been trying to optimize, and you've been trying to monetize on Upwork, and you've been having challenges. So when we tell you to come for our bootcamp so that we can show you some of these secrets, then you know it's something you have to pay for. So if in 3 years you couldn't get in, that means there's something you don't know. That means people like us, we got in, and I made about 25 million. Someone like on Upwork, someone like Kingsley got into Fiverr and he made 18 million. Definitely there must be something we know. So that knowledge is what we have distilled in a bootcamp. You are going to be with us for 6 weeks from February 12th, and you will learn all of these things. And you know, the truth of the matter is, we have last year we admitted 300 plus students, and between the time we admitted them, within a year, 300 plus students admitted, and we have over 100 people earning on Upwork. So there must be something we are telling them that's making them to monetize. So that's the part where the bootcamp comes to serve. Next question.
Louis is asking, can we get a copy of the presentation too?
A copy of this presentation? Oh yes, if you want. If you're on the Telegram group, you can just ask there. I'm sure Coca will just copy and paste you. That's not a problem. We can give you that for free. Next question.
Israel is asking, is this webinar section recorded?
Okay, so only Coca can answer that. Oga Coca, is this recorded? Yeah, so thank you, Coca, for that. Is the guy in charge of that. In fact, Coca is many things in FQ. Because of Coca, you will have this video. So just make sure that you are on our Telegram group where we're going to drop it for you. So all these things we are giving you for free. So at some point, you should expect that we'll charge for something. Are we as Buhari giving us money to run these programs? So next question.
Okay, Chelsea said, hi, I'm a motion graphic artist / animator. Will I still be able to get the necessary training from Mr. Kingsley, being a graphic designer? I have been on Fiverr, but haven't gotten any clients yet. I'm here for guidance. Thanks.
Exactly. So you're already a graphic designer, but I think the major thing you need now is to monetize. So Kingsley will be able to put you through how to do all of that. You have not earned anything, and he has earned 80 million. Definitely, there's a big gap between 0 and 80 million. So he'll be able to tell you what you need to do. The truth of the matter is this, guys, let's just be sincere. The playbook we have given you, yes, you'll be able to set up your Pioneer account. Yes, you'll be able to set up your Fiverr account. Yes, you'll be able to set up your Upwork account. But if that's all there is to monetize or to make money, you know, then the world will be a beautiful place. It's just a step. It's a taster. When we say taster, that means the suya man that costs small suya for you is expecting you to buy the suya where you enjoy the most of it. So just know that all these things we have given you is a lot of value that a lot of coaches will not even give you. They still want you to pay for that. So we have given you that just so that you can get in. At least before the end of this week, you have your Pioneer account. Before the end of this week, you have your Fiverr account. Before the end of this week, you have the Upwork account. And you have it done professionally, not shabbily. So by the time you now join our bootcamp, then we will now add the missing pieces to that taster. We will now ensure that we give you all the value you need so that you can monetize on Fiverr. We give you all the value you need so that you can monetize on Upwork. So that part, if you're asking us to give you for free, then you're not being nice to us. So definitely you will pay for it, but the value you will get, I mean, is 100 times what you are paying, right? Because nobody can take your Fiverr account from you. When you start making money on Fiverr, start making money on Upwork, start making hundreds of dollars, thousands, and all that, you're not going to come to us and give us a dime out of it. So it's yours for life. But the knowledge, we will charge for it. The community and everything and the support, we charge you just a token compared to what you're going to get. So that's that for that. So definitely, anything that has to do with Fiverr, Coach Kingsley has you covered. Anything that has to do with Upwork, I just really have you covered. We also have other coaches that will be coming just to add more value. It's a pro, and the alumni group that have started earning. Do you know the number of these 100+ people that are earning? Do you know the things they have to tell you? Now you don't have access to the alumni group because you're not part of us yet. You're still a guest. By the time you become a student, you go through the program. We have a very what's that word they use, Jerry? We have a very bubbling alumni group where people are coming every day. Oh, I just thank you, Jerry. Thank you. So, and this coca that is even talking to you now is an alumni, and he too have started earning. So we know what we know. We'll tell them on Saturday. So for now, we need to run this up. So next question.
Okay, Tolulope wants you to please share tips to get your first client on Upwork/Fiverr.
We'll share it at the bootcamp. Next question.
Okay. Tolulope is also asking, how do I get paid from these channels if I'm not in Nigeria?
If you're not even in Nigeria, that's one. It depends on which part of out of Nigeria you are. You can monetize on this platform from anywhere. Togo, Cameroon, US, Canada, any country in the world. So Upwork is not a Nigerian company. Upwork is a US company. Fiverr is a US company. So these are companies based in the US. So you can monetize from any part of the world. So you don't have to be a Nigerian or be located in Nigeria to earn. Next question.
Ujunwa is asking, what if the service you are offering is one that is difficult to show sample of, like a virtual assistant role? How do I show previous samples on Upwork or Fiverr to prove capability?
Yeah, I like that question. So a virtual assistant now cannot show proof because are you going to show a video of yourself making calls? And who says you can't? So the truth of the matter is that you can create a sample for anything. Just imagine you do a video of yourself speaking to a hypothetical client. You just create like, okay, fine, this is me trying to respond to a customer who is dissatisfied about a service that they bought. So this is how I'm going to respond to it. If you do a 2 minutes video explaining how you will resolve that problem, isn't that a sample? You take that, you put it on YouTube, the link, you drop it as a sample. The very fact that you even created something creative, I can bet it with you that the client will reach out and say, wow, I never knew anyone can create a sample for virtual assistantship, and you did that. I like your creativity. Let's talk further. So you see, I've just given you in 10 seconds how you can create a sample for virtual assistantship. Next question.
Okay. Dark Light Studio says, please, I know sometimes this thing might favor copywriters, but graphic designers are always the ones having it very difficult. I don't know if that's a question.
Says who? I think Kingsley begs to on behalf of Kingsley begs to disagree. Who told you that graphic designers have it hard? Just know that if you are struggling with something, you don't have enough information. So there's nothing hard or simple. It's just about how much information do you have. If you are trying to enter into an estate and you do not know what to do to get in, or you are trying to enter into a house and you do not have the key, you will say it's difficult to enter the house. You won't say it's impossible. But what if you have the key? Then you click it and enter. Or you're trying to enter into a house and there's a code you have to press before the house will open. You will say it's difficult if you don't have the code. But if you have the code, you type the code and the code opens. So there are success codes for everything. And trust me, copywriting is not more difficult or more easy. It's not more difficult or easier than graphic design. Just make sure that you engage somebody who knows better, who has made a lot of money in what you are trying to make the first money on, and they'll be able to put you through. That's no problem. Next question.
Okay, so Zaid is saying most offers, Danny's Upwork course, for example, come with a refund policy. Does this bootcamp offer such?
Yeah, we do not offer refunds. We've come to find out that people try to outsmart us. We used to do refunds before. So people will engage our program, enjoy it, monetize with it, and still come for fun, right? I don't want to use the actual word in my mind, so I'm just using fun. So people come, they get all the value, and they say, "Oga, you said you are doing refund policy. Give me back my money." So emphatically, no, we do not have a refund policy. If you are expecting us to refund you after getting our value, don't even come for the bootcamp. Next question.
Charles is asking, also, we will maintain connection with our coaches after the 6 weeks training in situations where we need to interact on a personal level with you guys. Lastly, you've mentioned coaches available for Fiverr and Upwork. Do you have someone to coach us on reaching our potentials on LinkedIn?
Okay, so right now, like I said, you have to start this thing step by step. The same Rome was not built in a day. So first of all, get it right on Fiverr, get it right on Upwork. Then LinkedIn, we have a LinkedIn expert, but we will bring the LinkedIn expert much later. It's not part of this bootcamp. And the reason is because we don't want to overload you with too much and then you become confused. We actually want you, right? We actually want you to be grounded on Fiverr and Upwork first. Then later on you can graduate. It's just like it's like Fiverr is your, how do I put it now? Fiverr is your BSc, Upwork is your MSc, and then LinkedIn is your PhD. So we can't push PhD when you are not grounded in BSc and MSc yet. So that's why we are pushing the BSc and MSc first. Monetize on those platforms first. Then we introduce you to PhD later. Next question.
Okay, the last question, Chibuzo is asking, are there currently any remote job openings on FCube?
Remote jobs. Okay, so we occasionally, when we need more hands, we reach out. In fact, let me tell you the truth. Everybody on our team right now started as students. The Susan that is taking these questions was an FCube student. What cohort were you, Susan?
Cohort 3, sir.
Cohort 3. The Abiodun, that is talking right, that is also in our team right now, is in cohort what, please? Abiodun is also our staff now. Okay, that's the latest, because this one coming in February is cohort 5, so that means cohort 4 happened before cohort 5. And Coca, what cohort were you? Aha. So that's proof that all our staff members right now they started as students. So why we do not currently have any opening, if openings come in the future, we go to our students first. Those who have believed in us, who have paid for our courses, who have gotten value, it's from that pool that we take, we recruit our what's it called? We recruit our staffs. And if we have any remote jobs, you can be sure that's where we go to first. So next question.
Okay, so Charles said you didn't answer the question about maintaining connections with coaches.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. So after the 6 weeks program, we give you 90 days post bootcamp expert support. So for the next 90 days, if there's any issues or challenges you are having that relates to Fiverr, to Upwork, Coach Kingsley, Coach Richmond, which is myself, we are available to sort you out. Imagine 90 days after the 6 weeks. So you should know that there's work for us to do. And we have to pay our staffs, we have to do all sorts. Even me, your coaching. Do you know how much I earn on Upwork? So if I have to leave all that to come and be coaching you, that's why we're charging you a token for the bootcamp. So after the 6 weeks, there's still a 90-day expert support period where we will sort you out. You can't get that on Google. You can't access me for free. So, but if you're my student, I am responsible for you. Next question.
That's the last question, sir.
Oh, awesome. Hallelujah. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. I still see about 29 people stay to the end. I appreciate you. I love you so much. In this country, there's so much hardship. In Africa, there's so much hardship. And we are trying to help as many people monetize. We are trying to make sure that much more people can join our platform and become, and earn more in dollars and naira in this year. So we don't want you to be the empowered student earning 35,000 per month. Never. We want you to start earning 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, 1 million per month with what we are doing at the academy. So, but before you can get to that level, you need to give us something to show that you're serious, to show that you believe in investment, to show that you really value your own learning, and in return we'll ensure that we stay through till you get full value, and become successful and monetize on these platforms. So it's been a very wonderful time with you guys. So please, next week Saturday, we're going to be making an offer, and this offer is going to be paid. There's a financial commitment, but trust me, whatever money you are giving to FCube, you're getting thousands and thousands in multiple folds of that, in knowledge transfer, in earnings on these platforms when you apply what we tell you, and in peer-to-peer connections. Life is all about networks. You'll be able to meet new people, you make new friends, you have new partners. In fact, Coca, can you tell them a little about what happened when Xavier, one of our cohort 3 graduates, started getting more jobs that he can handle? What did he do? Imagine that. They hired him and he started hiring our students or his colleagues. So I can't shout. So just try your best to be part of the bootcamp and leave the rest to God and to us to do everything we can to help you on your freelance journey or your freelance business. So it's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be getting in touch with you in the coming days. Just make sure that playbook you have, make sure that you set up all the accounts that you need to set up in preparation for our offer on Saturday. Thank you and God bless. Yes, and I can see Dimeji. I can see Dimeji online. Dimeji, I don't know if you can unmute. I don't know. Dimeji is the guy that brought all these guys here. So I wanted him to see one of so I don't know. Can you unmute him? Can you find him so you can just say one or two things?
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Dimeji. Good evening.
Hey, how far?
Fine. Oh. So we're done with your students. I'm sure. Do you have one or two things for them? We're done. So maybe just a comment, and we'll call this a day.
Thank you for the session. I think that will suffice. So at least everybody should have gotten one or two things, or at least gotten an understanding of the Fiverr and Upwork world by now. So it was. I think I speak when I say thank you for taking out the time to meet with all of us. It was very insightful.
Thank you, Dimeji. Anytime. Okay, so guys, you've heard it from Dimeji, you've heard it from us. Let's continue to enjoy the rest of our weekend. Good night and God bless. Bye for now.